Imagine standing at the base of a mountain, your goal towering above you. The air is crisp, the path uncertain, and your heart pounds with anticipation. For John Donovan, this wasn't just another hike. It was his life's greatest challenge. But what he didn't know was that his journey would transcend his life in ways no one could have predicted. John Donovan's life was a testament to resilience and determination. At 59, he had already lived an extraordinary life. Born and raised on the East Coast, John grew up with a deep appreciation for nature, though his early years were spent far from the trails he would later conquer. After high school, he joined the Navy, where he served for 15 years. His time in the Navy shaped him, instilling a sense of discipline and perseverance that would define his later years. After leaving the Navy, John transitioned into civilian life as a social worker. He dedicated himself to helping others, working with disabled and sick patients at a hospital in Virginia. Friends and colleagues recall his boundless compassion, often going out of his way to make life a little brighter for those in his care. Whether it was organizing field trips or lifting patients into hospital vans single-handedly, John approached every task with a big heart and unwavering commitment. But despite his fulfilling career, John faced personal struggles. He battled weight issues and the stress of everyday life, and it was hiking that became his refuge. What started as a hobby to improve his health quickly became his passion. The quiet solitude of the trails, the challenge of steep climbs, and the camaraderie of fellow hikers gave John a renewed sense of purpose. Over the years, John immersed himself in the hiking community. He joined the Old Dominion chapter of the Appalachian Trail Conservancy, where he formed lasting friendships. Among them was Ken Baker, a fellow outdoor enthusiast who became John's closest hiking partner. Together, they completed over 100 backpacking trips, forging a bond through shared adventures and mutual respect. John didn't stop there. He tackled some of the most challenging trails in the country, including the 500-mile Colorado Trail and the Appalachian Trail, which he completed in sections over the course of a decade. For John, hiking wasn't just a physical challenge. It was a spiritual journey, a way to connect with nature and perhaps with himself. By 2000, John was ready for his biggest challenge yet, the Pacific Crest Trail. Stretching 20,650 miles from the Mexican border to Canada, the PCT is a true test of endurance. Winding through deserts, forests, and snow-covered mountains, completing the trail is a monumental achievement, one that only a fraction of hikers accomplish. John initially planned to tackle the PCT with Ken Baker, but 2000 was an unusual year. Southern California had experienced its snowiest winter in decades, leaving the high-altitude trails blanketed in treacherous snow. Ken, cautious and pragmatic, urged John to delay their start date, but John, ever determined, refused. "The crowds ahead will blaze a trail through the snow. I'll be all right," he insisted. And so, in late April 2005, John retired from his job and set out alone from the Mexican border. His journey took him through the arid deserts of Southern California, where the heat was intense, but the trail was manageable. However, as he approached Mount San Jacinto, the landscape began to change. Mount San Jacinto looms over the desert floor, its snowy peaks a stark contrast to the dry, barren land below. It's the first major challenge for northbound PCT hikers, and for John, it marked the beginning of his most difficult days. The higher he climbed, the colder and harsher the conditions became. Snow covered the trails, obscuring the path and making every step a struggle. By May 2nd, John was battling not just the physical terrain, but the elements. A heavy storm was moving in, and the snow was 3 feet deep in some areas. Despite warnings from descending hikers, John pressed on, confident in his ability to overcome the odds. That night, he camped near 2 Canadian hikers. The pair, equipped with proper snow gear, described John as friendly but unprepared. His crampons didn't fit properly with his lightweight trail shoes, and he lacked an ice axe, an essential tool for navigating the icy terrain. The next day, as the storm hit, John ascended Fuller Ridge, one of the PCT's most treacherous sections. He slipped repeatedly, struggling to keep up with the Canadians. By the time they reached Saddle Junction, John had fallen behind. It was here that he lost his way, vanishing into the wilderness. What followed was a tragic series of events. With no close family and only a few friends tracking his resupply stops, John's disappearance went unnoticed for 12 crucial days. By the time search and rescue efforts began, it was too late. John's final days were a testament to his resilience. Stranded in Long Valley, he tried to survive. He built signal fires, rationed his food, and even wrote a goodbye message in his journal. "Goodbye and love you all." Despite his efforts, he succumbed to the elements, alone but not forgotten. 1 year later, on May 6, 2006, fate intervened in an extraordinary way. Two tourists, Brandon Day and Gina Allen, were hiking near Palm Springs when they became lost. Ill-prepared for the harsh conditions, they wandered deeper into the wilderness, desperate and afraid. After 3 days of searching for a way out, they stumbled upon a yellow backpack. Inside, they found matches. Those matches belonged to John Donovan. Using them, the couple started a fire, large enough to attract a rescue helicopter. They were saved, their lives owed to a man they had never met. John's story doesn't have a happy ending, but it does have meaning. His life, dedicated to helping others, continued to inspire, even in death. It's a reminder of the risks of the wilderness, the importance of preparation, and the profound ways we can impact others, even unknowingly. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please like this video, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more stories of adventure, resilience, and survival. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update, and share this story with someone who loves the outdoors. Stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you in the next one.